When you're homeless, it's hard enough to know where you'll get your next meal, but what if you had another mouth to feed on the way? For most women, finding out they're pregnant is a time of excitement, but for some homeless women, the stress of not knowing how you'll care for your baby can be overwhelming. Since 1994, Elizabeth House has been helping local pregnant homeless women find a way to care for their babies. Program Director Terry Bright is here to tell us more. Thanks for going on camera with me, Terry.
Thank you, Tami.
Appreciate that. So how does someone who is homeless, pregnant, find their way over to you?
Well, you know, we are listed with the emergency line 211 in LA, as well as a lot of hospitals and clinics and other shelters know about Elizabeth House and will send referrals our way.
What a unique service. I'm not sure that you know, I suppose other shelters in town would take, you know, but you don't really hear that much about a service like that.
Well, you know, when we first opened the doors of Elizabeth House in 1994, we did a survey in San Gabriel Valley, and we found there were no maternity shelters in this area. So we knew there was a need for it, and through much work we opened our doors, and now we've been here 15 years.
That's great. Now, what kind of programs and services then do you provide for the women specifically?
Well, we focus on 5 areas of education for them, which is health education, parenting, home skills, life skills, and then emotional health. We provide therapy, and we also work very hard to get them into independent living.
Very good. Now, how long can the women stay at the shelter?
They stay through their pregnancy up to 2 to 4 months after.
Okay, and then I'm assuming you work with other resources in case they haven't found housing.
Absolutely.
So how does that work then?
Well, we work with other transitional housing programs in LA County, and we work with other independent groups that help support women find their own housing. And so we do what we need to do to help them get back up on their feet and stay.
Do you sometimes have women coming in with more than one child then, or more expecting?
Yes, we take in women 18 and over who also can have children 5 and under. And we have a tremendous alumni program, so that helps us to keep in track.
Some success stories, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's a typical success story?
Well, you know, we had a mother who got into a domestic violence situation and lost her children, and was able to come into us and not only have her baby, but regain her children back. So there are a lot of stories like that.
And you being there for 14 of the, you know, 14 and a half years,
Yes.
What must that do for you? You know, I mean, what is that like for you to see these kinds of success stories and seeing these women coming in with trouble and, you know, being able to find a way out? Well,
you know, we've helped over 500 women and children in the last 15 years, and what I can say is that I think that you can change a life one family at a time if you're committed to really working with them and give them the resources and the support they need.
That's great. Now, what about religion? I understand, is it religious-based?
Yes, we are a faith-based organization, but we work with every denomination, and we've found that to be a real blessing in itself.
So if a client comes and they're not really religious, they still hear a little bit, or they're not required to participate?
Right, but we do offer classes in Bible class, and just pray for them and those types of things.
Well, I know personally prayer can go a long ways, that's for sure. All right, there's so much more I want to talk with you about, but people can find out more about you by going to your website.
Yes.
ElizabethHouse.net.
Yes.
And I think we had the phone number up here too, 577-4434.
Yes.
All right, I got it all right. So ElizabethHouse.net, 626-577-4434.
Yes.
And you can answer all their questions.
I'm more than happy to do that.
Thank you. Oh, October Jogathon too.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll find information about that on the website.
Yes, they will.
Thank you, Terry, for going on camera with me. I really
Thank you,
appreciate it.